Good morning, Family Church. Pastor Casey here. Thought it would be great if we could do a tour of our well and bookstore this morning, but before we get to that, just wanted to inform all of you we have an informational meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at the church. We're going to have worship and a time of prayer, but then we're going to go over and talk about some things going on at this campus as well as the Naples campus. And so just encourage all of you to come out. It's going to be very important information. And so now that that's out of the way, I think that's all of our announcements. I'd love to give you a tour of the bookstore and our well. All right, well, right as you come in the bookstore, we have something new that we want to give your attention to, and that's the book of the month. And whatever book is here is going to be the book that your staff is reading through this month. And so for the month of September, we've highlighted this book, What is a Healthy Church Member? It is actually a requirement for all new church members, but a lot of you may be church members and have never read this book. We encourage you to come by, pick it up. It's for sale here in our bookstore. But every month this book is going to be changing and your staff is going to be reading through that. And our desire is to provide it for you. So any church members, you want to read along the same type of material that we're reading and studying through, it's going to be available right in this section. And so these are all of our Bibles that we have available. And so some of the most basic versions of Bibles we have available, and many of them are going to be comparable prices to what you're going to find off the island. So come by, check out your bookstore before you have to go and try to find a Bible, and we can possibly order you one if you want something special. As we continue moving along, these are a ministry partner that we've partnered with here at the Family Church, and they're called Table Talk magazines. And in each of these, you're going to have really good doctrine that you're going to be learning. They're theology based. And so these are all free resources. Anyone in our church who wants to just grab something to read, these are all free. There's daily devotions in each of these. They're going to be specific topics. This one's on the prodigal son. This one's on the 5 solas, like sola scriptura, meaning scripture alone. The lost virtues, the church in Israel. This one's on the current youth-driven culture and what teens are thinking today. And so if you're interested in any of these things, they're all free, as well as our daily bread, which is another daily devotional. So let's continue moving on down in the well. Well, this is Jen. She runs the well. And so when you see her, give her a big thank you, because she volunteers countless hours all throughout the week, especially on Sunday mornings, to bring you fresh coffee and to have pastries and bagels available for you. And she runs all these things. So when you see her, tell her thank you very much for all she does in the well. Thank you, Jen. This is where you're going to find fresh coffee on Sunday mornings, provided by Jen that you just saw. But we're going to have all different types, from decaf to a couple other blends, from bold to mild. This here is just coffee donations when you come in, not necessarily for the coffee, but this is actually going to go towards a ministry cause. And so whatever ministry cause the staff is going on, so maybe an Africa trip that we have coming up, or student ministry, or maybe it's to give somebody a book that needed some good sound teaching, that money's going to be going to ministry efforts. And so just wanted to highlight this area. It's always available to you. Well, this brings us to our books section, actually, of the bookstore, and these are changing every week. Terry and I's desire is to bring you good, sound, doctrinal, biblically based books, and that is all you see behind me right now. Every week we find good deals. We're bringing in new books for you. And so it's our desire not to make money off of these books, but to provide and equip you as church members who are serving in this church with good theology that's going to grow you, it's going to grow your relationship with Christ, going to build into your marriage and your family. And so all of these books we have at a discounted rate. They're either going to be 40% off of retail, or we're giving them to you at cost, and sometimes even below that. When we go to a conference and get a great deal at a book, we're going to bring it back and we're going to offer it at cost to you. We just want to equip you. We don't want to make any money off of this. We think that God cares more about what we're learning than how much money we're bringing in the bookstore. And so just check out some of our books. I hope they're a blessing to you. I hope you enjoy your Sunday morning service. Thanks for taking the tour with me.